Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play. Link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Right, welcome to this review for the new Kill Team box set that Games Workshop have released, the Pariah Nexus Kill Team expansion set. So featuring the Primaris Marines here with the Heavy Intercessors and the Captain, and then also the new Necron models as well. So it's an unboxing video, just my general thoughts and feelings on this. Games Workshop very kindly sent me a copy of this through. I don't play Kill Team myself, but obviously you can use the miniatures inside. If your games are 40k, you can incorporate those units into your army, which is a good idea. Games Workshop making Kill Teams that you can cross the models and units over from Kill Team into 40k and vice versa, which is a good thing. So do remember, for discount 40k, check out the link below. It's gamingfigures.com. They're the channel sponsors here. You can get Warhammer 40k and other Games Workshop stuff at a discounted rate, and a whole load of other gaming systems from different companies available from them as well. So that's the way the box comes. It's one of these, it's not a lift off lid, it's one of these silk ones where you take the catch off. It's heavy enough. We'll take a look at all the contents inside in just a moment. Let's give you an idea of what to expect on the inside here. Now these, do have to say, the Captain with the Mastercrafted Heavy Bolt Rifle, the Heavy Intercessor Captain, fantastic looking model. We'll take a look at the sprues as well, that are close up in this video as well, and the Heavy Intercessor models as well. Incredibly sculpted, fantastic models. And then you've got the new Necron stuff as well, with the resculpt for the flayed ones now available in plastic. So you're also getting the Chronomancer inside, and then you've got this Pariah Nexus scenery, and then obviously the gaming board and rules and so on. So we'll open this up, get an idea of what to expect. Okay, so look at something like that. I have to say the terrain, my immediate impression is that the terrain is bigger than what it looks like on the box. I was expecting the terrain to be a fair bit smaller, but you can see the size of it there. It's quite an interesting design with the terrain that Games Workshop have gone for here. So that's one sprue of that. Then second sprue of the terrain, I think exactly the same as the first, so two sprues of that one. And then you have, that's your Heavy Intercessor Captain sprue, Chronomancer in two parts, then your Heavy Intercessors, and I'll zoom into these in just a moment, and then the flayed ones with some, it looks like some very, very fine injection molded plastic work here, especially on these claws. Super fine detail on those, but again we'll zoom in just a moment. We've got a separating card here with some artwork. Would have been nice in full colour, but they've done it in that monotone shade. Then you've got your attrition cards. We'll show you all the contents here. You've got the attrition cards, just two sets side by side, shrink wrapped, all relevant bases. I think the Heavy Intercessors are on a larger base, even larger than the 32mm base for Primaris, regular sort of Primaris models, then sort of larger. I think it's a 40mm Terminator size basis for them. So a chunkier model. Then your Kill Team publications here, assembly instructions, and then we'll have a flick through that, and then the board. So it's the thicker card, it's a good quality feel about it here, and then we'll fold this out, and then it looks like your standard Ultramarines type Primaris as transfer sheet set here as well. So just enough for the Ultramarines chapter and nothing else, and that's all the contents. So we'll crack this one open. We'll take a look at this board here. So just breaking this open. An idea of the terrain. Hoping for, most likely there's going to be a double-sided design on this. Yeah, there is. Yeah, okay, so I'll show you this one first. Good size. Like so. I'm guessing your terrain pieces go inside here. This nice matte laminate finish and fit cards. It's a nice gaming surface. And then flip it over, and that's the design on the other side. It's quite dark and toned down. It's not too striking, but that's the design of that. Just there, and folds away like so. Then I think we will take a look now at the detail on the sprues. So this is the Necron Pariah Nexus terrain. Giving you a view at the side of it here. So the miniatures sort of stand about this kind of height compared to these. So you've got these doorways and entrances just here. Now the sculpting works great. You can agree or disagree with me on this one, but I wouldn't say the terrain set for this is particularly exciting. The accessories, because they're Necron, aren't really going to fit in with any other accessories like other Imperial accessories, boxes and barrels and so on. The Necron stuff's not really going to fit in with that, so it's sort of standalone terrain here, and it's not very tall. The doors are sort of on their own, there's no wall sections, so you couldn't really build very much of this. You just got sort of doorways, and then you've got these cubic type things here, and that's about it. So I don't think this is the most impressive set I've seen for Kill Team, sadly, but you may disagree with that, but I just don't think that's that great. It'd be hard to try and incorporate this into games of 40k unless you've got some dedicated Necron terrain. You're going to struggle to use this, I think, for mixing in with other terrain sets, which is a shame. Would rather have seen something, obviously got to make the terrain to fit in with the board game, but something Necron that's got a bit more height and a bit more structure to it, perhaps. But I struggle, I think, to use that for our regular games of 40k, and the other sprue is sort of exactly the same. But leave your own comments and feedback, ideas. I don't suppose any of this is stackable, not really. But if you've got any ideas of how you might use this terrain, leave it in the comment section. It'd be interesting to hear from people who've got ideas and plans to use this. You could even custom build your own Necron terrain and then just add in these accessories to it to make it more authentic looking. You could go for it that kind of route. That's those. I'll show you these flayed ones and how finely detailed things like these claws. Very, very fine work being done here with the injection moulding. So the detail is exceptional on these. Oh, they're so breakable though. Look at this one. Yeah. Very, very fine and detailed. So I'd imagine sometimes models don't look good on in the photographs when you actually build them and can really see the full added model. They actually look a lot better in person, if you know what I mean. So I think that may well be the case with these flayed ones. Look at the length of the claws on these. This claw here, for example, the length of it, incredible. So just showing all the details. It's all on one sprue. Quite incredible, but very, very delicate. Exceptionally delicate here. Just need to be careful with them. And then I'll show you the Chronomancer here. I think in two parts. Yeah, it's the two halves of his body. So there, again, details as to be expected here from Games Workshop. Looks like there's 3 head options, which you might be able to swap out with other or use on other models in your Necron collection. 1, 2, 3 different heads with a long chin. That's really good. So brilliant. And then there's this one. Just see it. Then the Heavy Intercessor Captain. It's like this Gravis type armour almost for him. But a fantastic model. The sculpt and the pose on this one's brilliant. Yeah, and the cast for this in plastic is exceptional. As we've come to expect in the last few years from Games Workshop, they've gone from excellent to superb with the quality of their plastic miniatures. Exceptionally good. So brilliant. I imagine this model being painted up would look good for any of the chapters. And then the Heavy Intercessors on double sprue. Move that out of the way. So they're large weapons. These heavier. It's a heavy bolt rifle, I think it's called. So those. I had to think about whether to incorporate these into armour. They would look good. They would look very good painted up for Imperial Fists. Perhaps a good unit for holding the back line, holding an objective. They're heavier armour and tougher and longer range, higher damage weapons. But again, exceptionally good sculpting work here from Games Workshop. So very, very impressive. Models 10 out of 10, as per usual from Games Workshop. Incredible miniatures available. The board's okay, the design's quite faded. And then the terrain a bit dubious with that, but again, you may disagree. Feel free to leave a comment in the video comment section below. So just cracking out the publications, there is just two, just the main book. Flick through that in just a moment, and then you've got the book with all your instructions. So Games Workshop really have given very detailed and clear instructions now, very precise. Obviously working off the CAD computer design work there to give you exact details here for constructing units. So that's the set that you get in there, 5 of the Heavy Intercessors, and then the Captain, and just 5 of the Flayed Ones, and then the Chronomancer. Just there for the Necrons, and then instructions on building the terrain as well. Then quite a big book. It is big enough, 112 pages. For the Pariah Nexus, Skirmish Combat in Close Confines. Beautiful bit of artwork. Flick through here to give you an idea of what to expect. Introduction, Shroud Bound, Warzone Pariah, Angels of Death. Love that piece of artwork there for the Ultramarines. Horror Ascendant, Descent into Darkness. Not seen that artwork before, I don't think. It's regular Space Marines with Necrons, fighting against Necrons in the old. I think it's an older piece of artwork, that one. So there's the Translocum Chamber. It just doesn't look that impressive. I think there's better Kill Team sets out there. Yeah, it's okay. It's quite atmospheric though. Necrons, Ultramarines, it's sort of a classic matchup. But yeah, there's just something missing, I think, from that terrain. Domain of the Dead. Crypt of Cynosure. Close Confines. Ultra Close Confines. Killzone Crypt of Cynosure. Translocum Chamber. Ultra Close Confines Missions. Narrative Effects. Objective Ultima. Purge. There's different mission types here. Secure the facility. Flush them out. So you're going to get to play a nice lot of missions here. They've given you some good ideas, and the train's still movable, so it's different every time. Storm the Redoubt. Supply Horde. Diversion Tactics. Sabotage. Then information about kill teams, commanders, additional rules, tactical strike. Adeptus Astartes. Chapter Tactics. Stuff here for Death Watch. Adeptus Astartes Psychic Powers. Captain with Mastercrafted Heavy Bolt Rifle, Captain and Gravis Armour, Primaris Captain, Captain and Phobos Armour. So just going through all the different units here. Captain Terminator Armour, Lieutenant, that's all the Space Marine stuff. Going through, getting all your weapons. Ancient Malignity, Necron stuff, Dynastic Codes, Overlord Plasmancer. Just going for all their stats in there, so a lot of stat lines here for both the factions. So there it is, that's the publication just there, and then yes, the second assembly instructions and so on there as well. So I hope that's given you an idea of what to expect inside the box. It's an unboxing video just to give you an idea of the contents and what to expect inside this Kill Team set. But as per usual, quality is absolutely great. Fantastic new models from Games Workshop. It's been delayed with all the disruption that's going on in the world at the moment, but it's great to see these models coming through, being released through the Pariah Nexus box set. But two things, I don't play Kill Team. Leave your comments about that, whether it's good or not. I've heard a lot of positive feedback about Kill Team. I heard it's a lot of fun and it's a bit more immersive and more detail being added in for the individual models and so on. So it's a great skirmish game, so I've been told, but you can leave your own comments about that. And what are your thoughts about this box set? As I think the models are great, but the terrain and the board, yeah, I've seen better, I think, but that could just be my own tastes and you may disagree with that, so you're welcome to leave your own comments. And if you are going to use the terrain, how could you use it? Do you plan to incorporate it into some kind of board? Then maybe some of you out there have made your own custom Necron terrain and it's just a case of just adding this stuff onto it to make it look even more impressive. But that's the review. A big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me this copy ahead of time, and check out gamingfigures.com for your suppliers of discount 40k and other gaming systems as well. That's the review for Pariah Nexus, a Kill Team expansion box set. Thanks for watching and tune in next time.